Hello, hello, evolutionary women. Catherine and Marie here. Happy Saturday.
It's great.
So,
Love the
Marie
weekends.
and I talk every day of the week, and we just thought, this conversation around retirement or
Yeah.
rewirement, it's actually a conversation
Mhm.
for everyone. I was catching up with one of my friends. I'm in my 40s, and we were talking about, life. Like there will be a time when we don't have to work for money to have the baseline life that we want, where we can have like there's a whole other like we can focus more on the impact we want to make. We can be generous with more with our time, with our money, with our energy. Like there's like we want to create that already in our 40s. And if you are in your 50s or 60s, you maybe kind of grew up with this retirement, like there will be a point in time when you stop working and then you go golfing. Because guess what? The concept of retirement was created by men for men. And we like to think of rewirement like this third act of your life is an opportunity to rewire yourself so that you can focus on what's important for you. What would you like to say? Because you are a woman that's really rocking rewirement. Like you're really leading as a demonstration of it, as well as helping other women in their rewirement phase. Hi, Gatha.
Absolutely. Well, life changes, and you know what used to work in our 40s, when we get into our 50s, something might shift. My experience was that I had to leave one career behind and step into the business and learn about the corporate world and how to work in the construction industry and manage a company. And now that I'm in my 60s, I've sold the business, and now I'm looking at, okay, now I need to rewire myself so that I am productive and contributing to things that are meaningful for me. And this time around, it's been another big adjustment internally in just how do I think differently about what is my role and where do I fit in this and how do I make a difference and still be involved and gracefully let go of some of the activity that I would have done like 2 or 3 years ago. So it is a natural progression to grow and to transform ourselves. And sometimes it's sure, I mean, all the time to have the support and to have a system or a program that actually looks at what is important. What are my skills and talents? What would I love to experience in this next third act? And then how do I step into that with grace and ease and move forward? So I am in it as much as anyone. So whether you're, in your 30s and you're now a new mom and you're having to look at what your career was before and what do you want to do now, that's a rewirement as well. It's like, oh, maybe there's another way to do this. I've got skills and talents. Maybe I can start my own little business of some sort or find another way to get those needs met. So this is what we're looking at, and we do
And
have all ages. Mm-hmm. Catherine?
I love what you were sharing with me earlier about the women that you've been inviting. So, ladies, we have an opportunity to win a free place on our Design Your Best Life brand new program. So, think about it like designing the opportunity to design your best life, the best life for you that you get to create from your own, what's authentic and important to you, what makes your soul sing, what brings you joy. Yes, Barb, rewirement, woohoo! And what I love about the women that you've been sharing with in their 50s, 60s, 70s, Marie, is I thought, that maybe women of a certain age might think they've kind of got it all figured out, because I know the filter starts to come off in this phase of life. Like you stop having your tolerance for BS kind of goes away. You have no tolerance for it and you just start calling it like you see it. I thought maybe women would think, oh, well, I've got it handled, I've got it figured out. But I'm actually really blown away by the humility and wisdom. So they're very wise, but they're also humble. Like, I don't have it all figured out. I want to come and learn with women of all generations.
Mhm.
I feel this calling to design my life intentionally, even with all of the life experience that I bring. And you bring all the life experience, and we get to teach each other, because
Yeah.
the younger generations know stuff. They're closer to source, and they know stuff we don't. And older generations get to bring the wisdom. So it's like this beautiful value exchange amongst the generations that I don't see anywhere else. Like I don't see that.
Yeah, it's a gift. It's a symbiotic way to help the growth of all. And, I'm co I mentor a lot of women, even just by the conversations and the connections that we have and the encouragement to say, take a look at this. Maybe there's something here for you, or who do I know in my circle of influence that I can introduce you to so that you can open up another doorway for the work that you're doing. And I love doing that. To me, that is one of the gifts of having lived a number of decades and been in a number of different careers, well, two major careers, education and now business in the construction industry, and just seeing where the women are at in that group, and the men too, like how do we make those connections and use our circle of influence to impact in a positive way. So that's I love that. I just think that just brings tremendous value to me, and I'm all over it whenever I can be.
Yeah. So ladies, use this if you're like at or approaching or just started a new phase of life. This is definitely a conversation. Like, give yourself this gift, apply for a free scholarship. The link is above. And even if you're like mid-cycle, even if you're like, yeah, things are going well, I'm like on a good path,
Mhm.
use the opportunity to look forward. When do we actually really? I was someone who never had a plan. Like, the longest plan I could really create for my life was like maybe a year. Like, where do I want to be next year? And recently, my husband and I created like a 5 year, what we want our family to be like in 5 years. But I now start to think like 10 years, when I'm in my 50s, like, what do I want my life to be like? Like this, because things will be shifting through every decade. It's not just those three, young woman, middle-aged woman, wise woman kind of archetypes. Like life has many more cycles than that.
It does.
So
And we can help when we help each other with that. Truly, I am so grateful for the circle, the global community, the friendships that are local. We have a tremendous vortex here in the Edmonton area, where I happen to live. And I know that my sister right now is over in Bratislava gathering women together for a conversation over there. And you're in England, and we've got women online right now from all over the place. And uh, this is our home. This is a home base, and I just love it.
yeah, Gaffa, where are you from? I'm dying to meet you, Gaffa. I think this scholarship might be your opportunity that we actually get to have a conversation, because you reliably show up everywhere, and I'm so curious about you. So
Yeah,
um, this is definitely for you. Definitely click on the link above and put in your application, or at least just type in the chat where you're from. We want to know about you.
yeah.
Um,
And
so, ladies,
I see Diane online as well. Diane, this is a good one. This is a good one. I'm going to call you.
yes, 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 we see you, Diane. And Barb, of course,
Yeah.
Barb Requirement leading. Awesome. So, ladies, we can't wait for the next conversation. Have an awesome rest of your weekends. Marie, thank you for being a partner and co creator in world transformation through the aligned power of evolving women. And we'll see you all soon, ladies. Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.